Another thing that I saw in the Muta'ah was that, like I said, I worked with all the sheikhs. I was very close to them. One sheikh in particular, I won't mention his name, but I used to teach his daughters English. And he had a daughter. Now, for anybody who doesn't understand Muta'ah, let me give you the requirements and the regulations and the rulings on Muta'ah. Muta'ah may only be done with a non-virgin, and when it's done, he doesn't have to support her. He doesn't have any rights over her. She may come and go as she please. She does not have to answer to him or ask him for anything. He does not provide for her financially whatsoever, but he will give her a dowry. The dowry could be as little as $1 to as much as whatever she wants. If he's willing to pay for it, they agree, go for it. It is usually 90% of the time done in secrecy. It is not announced to everybody. So imagine if you are a sister and one day you make Muta'ah with a brother and you're driving in the community in the car with him, everybody is going to think you are Ishar Muta'ah because nobody is going to know that you are married to him. According to what they say, Muta'ah is a real marriage. Okay? So the sheikh's daughter got engaged to a man, and for whatever reason, the engagement did not work out. So the kitab was canceled. They did not have any physical contact or anything like that. Okay? So the sister, this young girl who was a virgin, the sheikh's daughter, after she broke off the engagement with this particular brother, behind her back, this brother went to the young girl, who was at this time maybe 17. She was young, didn't know nothing, very young, naive girl. The brother was probably in his 30s, something like that. He went to her behind her father's back after he had broken the engagement with her and made Muta'ah with her. Now, first of all, even for a Shiite, this is forbidden because she was a virgin. And she willingly made Muta'ah with him. And they used to go out together behind their father's back and hold hands and go in the car and you name it, okay? And I had to talk to her and tell her that she had to stop this, that she was not allowed to do this, and so and so and so. So at this point, I was really having a problem with this Muta'ah thing. So I went to the sheikh to discuss with him about this Muta'ah thing. And I said, okay, how many Muta'ahs can you actually have? Because according to the Quran, a man can have 4 wives, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So am I thinking? I'm thinking, okay, if Muta'ah is a real marriage, and then there's the permanent marriage, which is a real marriage, then that means you could have like 1 permanent marriage, and you could have 3 Muta'ah wives, right? That would be 4. Or maybe you could have 4 Muta'ah wives, or maybe you could have 4 permanent wives, or whatever, right? But you can't have more than that. It's not, however you do it, it can only total 4 people, right? This is what Quran says. They told me, no, this is not how it works. You can only have 4 permanent wives, but you can have as many Muta'ah wives as you would like at one time. I said, are you telling me that if I wanted to have 100 Muta'ah wives and 4 permanent wives at the same time, I could? If I was a man, I mean, not me because I'm a girl, but if I was a man, could I do this? They were like, yes. I'm like, this is haram. This is not from Allah. They said, no, it is. I said, okay, take the mic.
Alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sisters, there is something, so let me just say something in English before I translate to Arabic. There is something maybe you don't know. That the Shia, they allow even woman which is married, she can also have Muta'ah at the same time. If she's married, she still can have Muta'ah. And I have the riwayah or the saying, right? Yes, I have it. I'm gonna read it for everybody right now in Arabic. They do that. It's not only for married man, for even married woman. Married woman also can have Muta'ah. And I will give you the saying or the riwayah in Arabic. Hold on a minute. الأخت الكريمة بتتكلم على موضوع المتعة. I will give you the reference right now. I will give it to you in Arabic and translate to English to you. الأخت الكريمة طبعا في شيء هي ما تعرفوش إن حتى عندهم متعة إن المرأة المتزوجة ممكن تتمتع وأنا معايا الدليل وأجيب لكم الدليل الآن. المهم إحنا كنا بنقول الأخت بتقول بتتكلم عن المتعة فبتقول كانت بتدي درس لأحد بنت أحد الشيوخ، فبتدي لها درس. وبعدين البنت كان عندها حوالي 17 سنة، كانت مخطوبة لشاب عنده 30 سنة. المهم الخطوبة ما مشيتش، الواد والبنت تمتعوا مع بعض، وده قانونا بالنسبة للشيعة ما ينفعش، لأن البنت عذراء، المتعة اللي إيه لغير العذراء، ومع ذلك اتمتعوا مع بعض. حاول تمسح البنت رفضت. كويس. هي متضايقة من موضوع المتعة، فراحت تسأل الشيخ اللي هو يعني المعمم، مش الشيخ لأن هو مش شيخ طبعا، معمم. فبتقول له الوقت أنا أعرف حسب الشريعة الإسلامية الواحد ممكن يتجوز 4 أشخاص، يعني الراجل يتجوز 4 سيدات، الراجل مش الست. طب والمتعة، هل المتعة أنت تتمتع ب4؟ لا، يتجوز 4 ويتمتع زي ما هو عاوز. قالت له يتمتع حتى ب100؟ لا، حتى لو 1000 ما في مشكلة. قالت له ده حرام، ده حرام. وبعدين وقفت. خلينا نقول بقى الرواية بتاعتهم عن المتعة اهو. واللي قال هذا الكلام الهالك اللي هو الرضاي الحبر الأعظم الخميني، حضرة القس الهالك الخميني. شوف يا أخوة أكرم، بيقول لك من ضمن الحاجات عندهم يقولون لا داعي لسؤال المرأة التي يتمتع بها أن لها زوج آخر أم لا. وحسب رواية الكوليني، لو نطقت الاسم غلط احنا مش متعودين نناقش الشيعة مش مشكلة، ان رجلا جاء جعفر الصادق وقال له اني اكون في بعض الطرقات فارى المرأة الحسناء ولا أأمن أن تكون ذات بعل أو من العوالم. فقال له جعفر ليس هذا عليك، إنما عليك أن تصدقها في نفسك. الكلام ده موجود في كتاب الكافي في الفروع المجلد الخامس صفحة 463، الاستفسار المجلد الثالث 145، تأديب الأحكام المجلد 7 صفحة 554. Sister, I just read it for the brother and sister the saying or the reference. They said that about a man, and this in a book for al-Kulini, this is like al-Bukhari for them. He said a man came to Ja'far al-Sadiq, one of the Imma, and asked him, sometimes I walk on the streets and I found a beautiful woman and I'm not sure she's married or she's prostitute. Listen, she's married or prostitute. So Ja'far said to him, do not worry about that. You just pay her dowry, and that's it. It doesn't matter she's prostitute, it does not matter she's married. شفت المسخرة؟ Go ahead, the mic is yours.
Okay, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now, I didn't know about the part for the sisters because they never taught me that, of course. But I had a big problem. How can you have 100 Muta'h wives at one time? I mean, if you had the money, I guess you just pay them all, have a harem, you know. This made no sense to me. So I had a problem with that. Like I said, I had a big problem with the occultation of the Muta'h. That was a big problem for me. I just never could accept that. I just never could believe that. Yeah, I saw that. I seen that too. Somebody showed that to me with a 3-year-old. Yeah. So when I saw the sheikh's daughter doing Muta'h, and she wasn't even supposed to be doing Muta'h, when I seen brothers use sisters and throw them away as if they were garbage, when I seen brothers get sisters pregnant and leave the kids as if they were trash, this was a problem for me, because how could I say that this was from God, which everything I knew about God was pure and clean and decent, and you felt okay with it inside, you know?